Good morning, rise and shine. Happy Wednesday. Hold on. How is everyone doing? Good morning. Yes, I've already started drinking my Weekend Glow because I need to get that in before I get on this live because I've been getting on here later and later in the mornings. And one thing I do put in my Weekend Glow sometimes, or I'll just eat, or the apple cider vinegar gummies. And I just take 2. And this helps with cleansing out your body, your gut. And while you're moving your body in the morning, those apple cider vinegar gummies are doing a thing, right? So I'm just showing y'all, you can eat them, or you can put them in there and let them dissipate and then drink it. And I do both. But I wanted to get this in mainly before I got on here. And then I'm about to do my sculpting gel. Good morning. Yes. And I was having a conversation with someone, and that's what I posted. It was a post that I posted about how I learned to stay calm. Someone posted, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is right on point. And so I reshared it. And it was about how learning how to stay calm through times when you feel disrespected is the real come up, right? Is the real come up. And it's so very true. So very true. Because it is how you respond to things like that happen in your life. How you're able to remain calm. Like through it all, when people want you to like kind of snap back the same way. And no. Before, maybe a long time ago. But now, no. I learn how to stay calm because at the end of the day, it really does not matter, right? It really does not matter. And how much energy you put into someone who you know is not really for you, or is doing things to try to, I don't know, jealousy and envy is crazy, right? And doing things to get under your skin, to get you to move, or it's not worth it. How much time and energy you going to put into that, right? So it's the amount of time and energy you put into that is how it's going to really, really make you feel on the inside, right? Because you're going to keep replaying certain things that whoever, whatever, somebody is doing, and it's like, no. Like, why spend that energy on people who are really not for you? It really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, everybody is not going to be for you, right? And we all know that. Yes, exactly. Everybody is not going to be for you. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, especially growing up and learning, how some people are in certain patterns. You recognize certain patterns, right? And you just have to ask yourself, are you willing to tolerate it or not? You know what I mean? And if this person is like semi-close to you or close to you, and it's something, and you notice and see things, you have a choice to make if you want to tolerate that, right? Tolerate that, whatever they're doing or the disrespect. And if you feel like you don't, remove yourself, right? Like, if there are things that we can do, like remove yourself or remove that person, and just keep on doing what you're doing. And that's just it. That's just it. Because at the end of the day, you can't change people. People are going to do what they're going to do. And I recognize certain patterns, right? I may not say anything, I'm observant. And, but I do recognize certain patterns. And when I see it too many times, I'm like, okay, I got to make a decision. Exactly. And one thing you cannot do is change people. You cannot change people. People have to make choices for themselves, right? The moment you say, oh, I can change this person, I can. No, you really can't. That person have to make a decision to change themselves. Yes. And a lot of times when we're young, we feel like we can. Like we can change people. We can't. They have to go through life and experience certain things. And when they had enough of experiencing something or something that's genuinely painful, then people make changes. Right? Good morning, cuz. Hey, Jen. Good morning. I was just on here talking before I get on my live. Oh, let me let Fahima in. She's here. Get on my live. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were talking about how you tolerate being, if someone being disrespected and remaining calm. And that's a talent, that skill that I learned as I grew. Because I learned at the end of the day, everything is not worth your attention, right? And if people are not for you, they are not worth your attention. You keep focusing on people who are not for you, it's going to put you in a negative state. And all it's going to do is bring you down, right? So people like that, I tend to remove it. You don't have to remove it loudly. You can just say, okay, this situation or this person is not for me, and just step out. It's okay. Step out, right? Good morning, sis. Step out of that situation. Because everything is not worth addressing, right? And I feel like if I address it a few times and it's still not happening, either I'm changing it and moving on or removing myself. And that's how I do, with things, because we all go through that. And people who say they don't, they lying. It's not telling the truth. We all go through that. So it's how you pretty much deal with it. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Hey. I'm on my live, and then I'll be on here. Yes. So yeah, and that's just that. We all deal and face that, but people deal with it differently. You can have two people going through the same thing. One person you see and you're like, it seems to not affect her, and then the other person always in a rut or complaining or focus on stuff that did not work out. Is because how they dealt with the situation. And my ending message that I want to send is pretty much you're going to get what you focus on. If a certain person or a certain event or thing is not worth your time, remove it, do something about it, but move on. Move on. Don't spend too much time on it. Don't spend too much time on it, because guaranteeing that person's moving on, or that person's taking them with them in another situation. Right? So a lot of times it's not about you. It's about them. So take that with you. Make sure you move your body. And let me tell you one thing that can help is a great workout. Right? Especially when you're feeling frustrated. A great workout will help. Trust. Because we all go through it. I go through it. It's just how you deal with it, right? And what you focus on. And I tend to focus on what's working a lot, because I trained myself to do that. I trained myself to shift my mind and okay, what's working, right? Whatever's not working, deal with it. All right, what do I have to do in this situation? Deal with that situation, deal with that person, whoever it may be, and move on. Move on, because I'm not a person that let things slide either. So if I feel like something is happening, I'm going to address it. I'll address it in, a professional way. If it's in that environment, I address things well, because I've been doing that for a while, and then I move on, right? And then I move on. All right. So again, y'all looking for a community that we address that all the time. We talk about that all the time. We talk about, focus on what's working. We deal with those instances and situations, because it's not just about the workout, it's about your mindset also. So we do all of that. We pray, we do a lot of that. It's just not the workout. And we have a great time together before we actually take on the world. So if you want a community, good morning, Miss Camilla, like that, click on my link, send me a DM, hit your girl up, and let's go. Let's transform not just your body, but your whole life. And that's what it's about. Transforming your whole life to really, really enjoy yourself. And if you're really telling yourself deep down inside, I'm really not enjoying my life, I'm really not enjoying my environment or my situation, get into another one that's going to help you build up, and transform not just your body, but your whole life, your mindset, everything. All right, but until next time, I got to go. Peace and peace. All right, take care.